we are all leaders, and we are all leaders in purpose. We want to first of all give thanks to KPAO. We have Chris here; he's helping me, and Mark. We want to thank him for allowing us to have this place to have a space to go ahead on and talk our talk and walk our walk.
That's right.
Thank you, thank you.
Right.
Yes.
They're good people.
Yes, they are. They're very good people. And we also want to give honor to our ancestors, those who've gone on before us and who paved the way for us. So just a moment of silence for them. And then a quick check myself before I wreck myself. I said, check myself before I wreck myself. You get your values, your morals, your codes, your 10 commandments, whatever morals or guidelines that you have. And did you go over them today? Did you check yourself before you wreck yourself? I like the 42 Laws of Ma'at here in the Queen of Fu. Everybody know Queen of Fu, honey. She's all over. But you can see my book is like torn. But get your morals, your code, your guidelines, and we'll just go a few over those, and then we're going to go ahead and tap and then get into the show. Okay. Some of the things that I know that with my moral codes and my guidelines, I will not steal. And that means steal somebody's time. That means steal somebody's mate. I will not steal. So if I didn't steal, go ahead and give myself a hug. Now, if you did steal now, picture yourself doing it right. Stop stealing somebody's time. Stop stealing other folks' mates now. Leave them alone, get your own, okay? Yeah. Leave them alone and get your own, okay? Okay. I will not cause the shedding of tears. You know, there's one thing about, hurting somebody, but, getting somebody mad at you because you're hurting somebody. But there's another thing about cause the shedding of tears. That's really deep. Did we do anything to cause somebody to cry? Cause somebody to feel sad? Cause somebody to feel humiliated? Cause somebody to feel shame and any things like that? If you did not do that, give yourself a hug.
And if you did, pat yourself on the back of the head.
That's right. If you did, you picture yourself doing it the right way. You picture the positive effects on yourself. You picture the positive effect on others. Just one more. I will not... me and Paul here, we was talking about Cannon, and he showed me pictures of his garden that says, I will not lay waste the plowed land. Honey, Paul does not lay waste the plowed land, honey. No. He got all kind of everything on his land. What you got on your land, Paul?
I just did 3 crates of 17 gallons of pears. And I got like 61 pints, and I got 84 quarts of pears. And Jello, we did some in Jello and different stuff, and hot reds and candy and stuff. But I got around 460 jars of homemade noodles, different kinds of soups. And so if there was ever a catastrophe or blackout for a few days, I'm not going to starve. I don't have to go to the store. And I can, just like my mother did, and she taught me how to survive.
Honey, he doing it like that. He did not lay waste the plowed land, so I'm going to give him a hug, give myself a hug down. I don't know how to plow my land. I'll tell you that right now. I tried to grow some plants, and I did it, measured exactly like the packet said. It said you put about ½ inch deep, and you fill it here, and boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And I did it. I did a roll of this, a roll of that, and a roll of this. Honey, and nothing came up. Nothing came up. It so discouraged me. Yeah. So I start from plant pots now. Because it just won't grow from a seed for me.
Yeah, I just have a green thumb, and everything I touch flurries. And if you could see pickles that are 10 foot tall, and tomatoes that are just around 8 foot tall, everybody's complaining their tomatoes are yellow leaves and they got bacteria on them. I plant them so thick that when that rain comes down, it don't splash that dirt up on the leaves. And that's where your fungi is and all your bacteria is in the ground.
Okay. So, you said you plant them so thick.
You plant them so thick. I plant a tomato plant within an inch of each other, and by the time they're grown up, they're bigger than your thumb.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool like that.
So if you want good tomatoes, stop planting the red ones and plant the burgundy ones and
the yellow ones too.
And the yellow ones, because they don't collect the bacteria off of the ground when the rain hits the ground. And you'll go out to your garden, you'll see it. The bottom leaves will be kind of yellow color, and you'll see mold on your leaves, and the moths will come in and start laying the caterpillar eggs. They don't do that when they're thick and tight together.
Wow, this is the backyard
Yeah.
farmer, y'all.
Yeah.
Listen to him, honey. Listen
Yeah.
to him. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful, though. Yeah, I had stopped even messing with plants for a while there because I caught myself, because I was killing all the plants I touched, and I felt so guilty. I felt like a plant murderer.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, no, I can't touch them anymore. I just can't kill another thing. But now I got a few growing. Out of pistachio seeds, I eat pistachio.
Yeah.
And out of the pistachio shells, do you know I got plants growing off of this shell?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like a apricot or a cherry seed. Once you get that pit out of the cherry, there's still a seed inside that pit. So you have to dry them, and then you crack that pit, and that's where the seed is.
Oh, I
The
see
seed's
now.
on top of that. Otherwise, they won't grow. If you put them in the ground, they will not grow without cracking that seed.
And as you said, with a cherry and with apricots?
Yeah, apricot or peach seed, same way. Inside that raggedy old seed, you see all the holes in that casing?
Mm-hmm.
Inside there is a flat seed.
Okay.
That is what grows out. You have to take it out of there, otherwise it will not germinate, it will not grow.
Okay, that's good to know. I know that pistachio shells grow like that. Pop, pop, pop. I mean, they were like growing like erratically, just all over the place. And so they were growing so fast, but they were so weak. They were growing so fast. I had them in a little thing like this.
Yeah, then
but they were growing so fast, and they didn't get any strength. So I let them grow until the strongest ones survived.
Yeah. So right now, if you do it, take them out, lay them on a towel, a paper towel, and then you dampen the towel, lay the seeds in a row, fold the towel up over the seeds, put them in your crisper drawer for 60 days. And when you take them out, they will be germinated to plant for next year.
Pistachios?
They have to go through that winter freeze.
Okay.
So it's like garlic. Garlic has to be planted now through October so that it gets up about a foot to 16 inches. It has to go through the winter freeze in order to divide, and then it'll come up, and you don't harvest it until July.
Wow.
If you don't put it in the ground, it will never germinate, it will not divide, and it will not make a bulb.
Okay.
So you have to plant it now. And then middle of September, that gives it 15 days to come up, to germinate, and then from there on, it'll grow all the way through November, and once the cold weather, it'll look just like a reed in a pond.
Okay.
And then it'll die back down, and then as soon as March comes, it's already, February, March, it's already starting to grow again in the ground. And it's divided already, and otherwise it will not, if it don't go through the winter freeze, it will not germinate.
Wow, y'all! Wow.
So don't
That's
go to the.
Thank you.
You can grow it yourself, and you can grow it yourself at home in a box, in a bucket, or anything like that. You don't have to go to the grocery store. Next year, you take it out in July. You dry it for a month, hanging on the wall in the house, and you can use it from there.
I'm gonna get that information again.
yeah.
That is so good to know for real.
It's like everybody throws their carrot tops away.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
You're not
and
supposed
even the
to.
pineapple tops either.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. That's where they grow the new ones.
Yeah, and
but
even
your carrot tops, you put them in a bunch, hang them over a clothesline or something outside, dry them down for about 2 weeks, bring them in the house, hang them on the wall, and then just pull the little green leaves off of them. It costs you about $90 an ounce for carrot tops, and they have more protein, more vitamins in the tops than they do the carrot itself. And if you want to buy it online for soups and stuff, it costs you about $90 for a little bottle.
What?
And the Amish they use it. All the other the people use it. All them the Amish groups use that stuff
Indigenous.
as cooking. It's very delicious.
Wow.
I sprinkle it on my eggs after I cook my eggs, and it helps you feel good.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And then the pineapple.
Yeah, the pineapple grows out of the top, and then them little seeds that are on the side of the pineapple, that's a pineapple. That little black seed, that's a pineapple. Strawberries. When you get a strawberry, the little white seeds on the outside of the strawberry, that's your seed for your next year's strawberry. You just peel that outside edge off, put them in some light covered dirt, and it'll take about 30 days, and they'll start poking through the ground in the house.
Wow.
So don't if you got a rotten strawberry, don't throw it away. Just plant it.
Wow, that is so cool.
Celery.
I know what I have. So you celery. I know what I have is I have a container where I put threw away all my, because I'm a vegan, and so I eat fruits and nuts, vegetables and seeds, and some I'm doing some bread, and so I put all this in a bucket for compost.
Yeah.
And now I don't know. I said,
now-
somebody
yeah.
needs some compost.
Yeah,
now.
so well, that's all right. It's the energy for the plant. Now this year, if you guys that are fishermen and you clean fish, don't throw them guts away and don't throw them heads away. You put them 8 inches under your dirt and plant right over the top of that row where them fish are, and your vegetables will grow down to that layer, and they will just take off. They will produce and multiply to abundance, because that is fish meal, and that's their protein for plants.
Really, fish meal.
Oh yeah, that's how the Indians taught the Pilgrims how to grow corn. Always put a fish in the bottom of the corn, and they would grow through the fish meal, and that's how they produce.
Oh, my ancestors, gone with y'all bad self
You
now.
learn a lot from, if you listen to Grandma and Grandpa, you learn a lot.
This is true.
Yeah, and every time we lose a grandpa or a grandma,
We're losing the library.
we lose in a library of knowledge, and especially
Encyclopedias.
a farmer.
Definitely.
Especially a farmer, and anything that you can save. You go to the grocery store, just save the seeds. Now, only buy a pepper, only buy the red and yellow peppers, because a green pepper, the seeds are not mature and they very seldom will germinate. The red peppers and the yellow ones
And the orange.
are the adults.
Red, yellow, and orange.
Yeah, because they were green as growing.
Okay.
And they turn yellow and orange.
Oh, I had no idea.
See, all green ones are the red ones, yellow, orange ones.
Okay.
So when they turn their color, that's when the seeds are mature.
Okay.
And just take them out, put them on a newspaper, dry them for 3 or 4 days, and make sure they're dry before you put them in a little baggie, so they don't mold. And just put them in a dark box someplace. Like if you got a plastic container, that's newspaper, just put it in there, and they'll keep. I've got enough seeds for 25 years. And in plastic containers that I get my medicine in, and they're all dark, and I just put them in there, label them, and put them in there. So I never have to buy a plant from a store.
Wow, this man is wow, honey. Yeah. Okay.
If you want to know how to do it, just ask me at the end of the show. We'll give you the number. You can call me, and I'll tell you how to do it. And watch out. You won't have to go to the grocery store every time you turn around.
Well, I definitely want to learn how to do this, because I'm a firm believer, and because I want to be, I don't want to have to worry either. If something should happen, I will have what I need to be.
Every month, when I go to the grocery store, I get 30 pounds of tomatoes, and I can them.
Okay.
So you always have them for chili. You always have them during the winter time. You always have them for any kind of soup you want to make. You can eat them right out of the jar, as long as you take the peeling off first, blanch them and take the peelings off, and just can them, and put them on your shelf. They'll last for you. I've got celery growing in my garden that the bottom of the celery is 4 years old. You just plant it from the store, cut it off about 1.5 inches, put it in your dirt. It'll grow all season, and then just cut it off again. Don't take it out of the dirt. Just cut it off at the base where you planted before, it'll keep growing for 4 years.
Wow.
And you never have to worry. You can take it in the house during the winter time, and it'll keep on growing in a pot.
Wow.
So you can do the same thing with a lot of different stuff. Now, my popcorn this year, the seeds were 30 years old. And I got them from my Aunt Faye, and they were 30 years old. And they grew. And then that big windstorm came in and sucked them all out.
Oh.
Sucked them all out of the ground but one.
Oh.
So I only have one popcorn plant. Well,
what does a popcorn plant look like?
it looks just like Indian corn, but it's smaller cob, and then it looks like sweet corn. But then when it dries down really fine and small.
Wow.
So it's just a smaller, and the cob will be white when you take the seeds off. The cob will be pure white.
Okay, because sometimes they say here's a white popcorn, then they say here's yellow popcorn.
Yeah, the same thing, but the cob will be a little more yellowy, and then there's white popcorn. But Indian corn, you can eat Indian corn when it's in the stage of milk, just like sweet corn.
Mm.
But okay. Indian corn is morely used now for decoration and ornamental and stuff like that. But if you go out and check it when it's milky, you can eat it just like sweet corn.
Wow, that is wonderful. This is Paul, and he's giving us all this fantastic advice about gardening and cutting the fruit so that you can grow other plants off the plant, and canning, and just this is fantastic.
Buying seeds is $1 million process, for the seed companies.
Yes, it is.
But when they grow all these pumpkins in the fields, they only grow them to make seeds for you to buy for next year. They do nothing with that pumpkin but have a machine that sticks it, picks it up, grinds it, takes the seeds out, and them seeds are what you pay the bucks for to plant in your own garden.
Wow.
It's, same as cornfield, sweet corn. And
now you can go to the library, y'all, and get them seeds and free seeds. So.
Yeah, you can go get free seeds and free plants and stuff like that. But if you're buying vegetables at the store anyway,
right?
Just save the seeds in a colander and dry them on a newspaper 3 or 4 days. I leave them for 7 myself, and then take them off and put them in a bowl and peel them off the paper. And don't use paper towels because you'll have to cut it with a scissors, and then just take the paper towel and lay it in the row and cover it up, and they'll still grow.
Okay.
But they do not want to come off a paper towel.
They don't want to come off paper towel.
Once they dry, they stick to that paper towel, and it's just a big mess. So this year, when I got my burgundy seeds, I had to cut them in with the scissors in lines so I could plant them in the rows.
Whoa.
And the paper towel just deteriorates, and the tomatoes just grew and grew and grew.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah. And then when you get your tomatoes, when you get a few tomatoes, then you just cut them in quarters and take the seeds out, and you can still eat the tomato, and now you got your seeds for next year.
Wow.
Same thing again. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see how he does that. Yeah, that's totally cool.
I should start a cooking a canning thing, because there's a lot of people out there that can, and there's quite a few ladies that do a good job, really do a good job. But there's other ones that don't always follow the guidelines. It works for them, but there are certain things that you if you don't follow the guidelines, you can make yourself very sick. And the lid, pop up, or, it didn't seal right, or so don't stick your nose in the jar to smell it. If you see the lid popped up, don't stick your nose in the jar and smell it.
Don't open it.
Because the, salmonella is a spore. Mm-hmm. And it floats in the air. It's airborne. Mm. So you can breathe it in through your nostrils and still make yourself very sick.
Oh, my goodness.
But if it's sealed, meat's getting high, there's all kinds of videos out there how to can meat and pork, and I know some people don't eat pork, but beef, because it's getting high. You can do hamburger, you can do deer meat, all on your own. Bison. Now, when Minden had their big tornado, I couldn't take my deer meat over there anymore, so I found a good channel and I canned it myself. And I got almost 175 quarts of deer meat. I put peppers and onions and different spice in them. Just remember, when you can, don't put oregano and don't put spices that float on top of the water, because when you're trying to force that air out of the lid, on top of the lid, it will get under the lid and then it will not seal.
Oh.
It will just stay right there like a barrier.
Okay.
And then if they don't seal within 5 minutes after you take them out of the canner, then just take the jar open it with a rag, take the lid off, take your vinegar and wipe the top, put another lid on, and your seal, and then dump it up, just tip it upside down, and the heat in the jar will still seal that lid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some people, don't know it, that, if you don't trust it sealing on the outside after you take it out of the water, just leave it in the canner, let the canner cool down for 3 or 4 hours, or 2 hours. When you take that lid off the canner, them jars you'll see sealed underwater.
Wow, y'all.
It's just, I've learned it over the years. My grandmother was 92, and she fed 18 children, and my mom fed 10 children, and all through canning.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all still alive. We didn't get sick,
That's right.
We didn't die along the way.
Okay. That's right.
So your quotation,
it still works.
The garden is.
Yeah. Paul the gardener. That's what we're gonna call this.
Yeah.
Paul the gardener. Okay. Paul Messerschmidt, the gardener and the canner.
Oh yeah.
This is so cool though.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
It's a lot of fun to do. Sometimes it's tiresome, but it's a lot of fun to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can can garlic, I can carrots and beans, and you can even, if you buy a bag of beans, you don't want them staying up in your shelves, just buy a sealer that you can fit on top of a jar, pour them in the jar dry, and you can use a little vacuum sealer, and it'll put the lid on, it'll vacuum in the jar, and you can leave them on your shelf for 4 to 5 years.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's what can's about, y'all.
I was going to try butter, but somebody told me not to try butter, but this little lady in Mississippi, she does butter, and she says it'll last 2.5 years. But it's butter that's already been processed through your company, so the milk's already been cooked, it's already been depasteurized and everything. So you're just melting it down and putting it in jars, and you're hot water bathing it to make it warm enough so it'll seal.
Okay.
But if you're trying to do it fresh butter that you're making, it's a no-no. It'll kill you. It used to be said it'll kill you because it doesn't. You didn't pasteurize like raw milk. You didn't pasteurize it, so you cannot can with raw milk, and you can't can with half and half. And so don't put your milk. You can do gravy, but use water and starch. Don't use milk to can your gravy.
Okay.
Just freeze it.
Just freeze it.
Yeah. And I live on gravy and bread.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm the old down home kid that if you didn't have a potato and Mom made gravy, bread was
slop that up.
Tear it up in pieces, put it in the bowl, and you can live for days on gravy.
For real, honey. Pot liquor too, honey. Get some cornbread, some pot liquor, honey.
Cornbread and beans.
And some pot liquor, yeah.
Cornbread and beans. My mom would make once a week. Cornbread and beans, or pork and beans and rice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was wonderful. and always put cinnamon on it, and goulash.
Goulash.
Another wonderful thing that I grew up
It
with.
stretches. It stretches.
Yeah, it's stretching. And my mom, I still roll out my own noodles. You know, I can teach you how to do it. If you don't have a rolling pin, just use a peanut butter jar and 6 eggs and 2 cups of flour, and you can make the best noodles. And if you want to add a half can of half and half, you can make your own biscuits.
Oh, I make my own biscuits from scratch. I don't use half and half though. I use shortening.
Shortening?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you can make shortening too, but
Yeah.
you know, you can use shortening too, but half and half cream
Okay.
makes your biscuits fluffier
Okay.
and stuff like that. So
Okay.
that,
See, I can't do milk though. See.
oh, you can't.
No.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
lactose
I'm
intolerant.
lactose intolerant.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a shame because my mother always told me when I was born that she'd just take me out as soon as I was born. Take me out. She hooked me up to the bottom of the cow, put a couple straps around me. She came back 12 months later. I was fat and growed, and then all she had to do was put clothes on for me, and I was ready to go.
All right now.
And she raised 10 kids. So
Wow. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
My grandmother raised 18 and 16 survived, so there must be something to that.
Oh, definitely. Oh, honey, I believe in canon. I do.
Yeah.
I believe in canon. We're going to go ahead on and close this show out. We're going to see you on the next show. Thank y'all for being here with Miss Lady CC with Leaders in Purpose. That's you, and you. If you want to be on the show, come on, honey. Come on. If you want to be on the show, send me a email to l.i.p.media, MEDIA, the number 88 @gmail.com. We deal with the under the topics of dimensional health, mind, body, and soul. It's all culture. We're all culture. Educate my mind. We all have human rights is rights for everything living, not just human rights, rights for all.
Yeah.
Human services, caring community, social intelligence, legacy, wealth building, and politics. You know what I'm talking about, as well as entertainment, creativity and inventions, and sports. So if you want to you like any of those topics, come on, honey, and email me, and let's get you on my show. This is Miss Lady CC, Leaders in Purpose, and we'll see you the next show. Stay alive.
Now, if you want to call me, 712-216-3098, you can call me, and I'll answer any question you have about the garden.
That's Paul, man. That's Paul. He got all them. He got your questions answered. He got y'all. Okay? All right, we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.